Step Africa is coming to the Florida Theater Sunday, January 26th, and we have C. Brian Williams, the founder and executive producer of Step Africa, with us to tell us all about it. Thanks for joining us. Great to see you again.
Hey, great to be here and so excited to be back in Jacksonville.
Yes, this is such a cool show. So Step Africa is currently celebrating 30 years, which I had no idea, 30 years as the world's leading authority on the art form of stepping. So how has that journey been from 1994 to now?
Wow, let me tell you, it's been incredible. And stepping as a dance form created here in the United States of America by African American fraternities and sororities. And if you've never seen stepping live and in person, you got to come see Step Africa, because we not only introduce you to this dynamic, percussive art form. In stepping, our entire body is the instrument. So it's kind of like tap, kind of like Irish step dancing, but very, very different. And it's a lot of energy and it's a lot of fun. And it's good for families who want to come and just have a good time in a very beautiful theater in downtown Jacksonville.
Yes, historic theater. Love that. I love the Florida Theater. Such an intimate setting. So when you say that your body is the instrument, it made me think too your hands, because I think when we think step, we think your feet only, but there's so much more that goes into it, right?
Can I tell you that every body part is used in the art form of stepping? Irish step dancing, which I love, is mostly focused on the feet, right? And stepping, the hands, the thighs, the feet, the knees, the elbows. I mean, you can just, wherever you can hit, maybe not the head, right? You can make music. So you can go to our website, stepafrica.org, if you have no idea what stepping is. But for those who do know the art form of stepping and love it, and I know there's a lot of people in Jacksonville who do, what I want them to know is Step Africa has really taken this tradition, founded on college campuses across the country, to some really crazy places and exciting places. So if you don't know stepping, you'll love this show. But if you do, you'll really appreciate how far Step Africa has taken the art form of stepping.
Yeah, I'm glad that you gave us a little history on it too, that it kind of really formed the colleges and universities, because I didn't know that. That's really neat. And you're currently on a 50-city tour. So what makes, of course, the Jacksonville stop so special?
Look, it's in Florida, and who doesn't want to come in Florida in January or February or April, May, whenever? Florida is always great. So, but this is our second or third time in the city. And we've always had a great time and great audiences. Jacksonville is a special place to us. And so I'm so glad that we're able to come back and perform there again. We don't get a chance to come to cities sometimes multiple times, but it's good to be building a connection with the people of Jacksonville. And I'm just glad they really enjoy what we do.
Yeah, so can you give us a little, I guess, synopsis of kind of how the show goes?
Yeah, so, South Africa's show, this is a show that we've been doing all over the world. Like, we've been in over 60 cities, and it introduces the art form of stepping as it's traditionally performed here in the United States. But then we take you on a journey to the continent of Africa, and we go all the way down to South Africa. And it's there that we find some dance traditions that have striking similarities to this art form of stepping. And so the audience gets a chance not just to see American dance, but traditional South African dance forms as well. And we have some amazing drummers that bring this performance to life. And we're doing a dance that I love, that if you've never seen it, you gotta check it out. You can only see it with Step Africa here in the US. It's called the Zulu dance. And it's a really powerful dance created by, the people of the Zulu Nation in South Africa. We're very honored to have studied and learned that tradition for over 30 years, and feel very humbled to present it on the stage. So you can get that stepping, you get some traditional African dance, some live drumming, and then most importantly, you also get a chance to learn the art form. And that's what I love too. The show is highly interactive.
That's cool. I like the sound of that. And I bet costumes are part of this as well?
Oh yeah, we had about 7 or 8 costume changes, and we have 11 amazing world-class artists. The artists of Step Africa are the absolute best at this form, So it's like going to an NFL game where you see the best of the best in the world. You come to a Step Africa show, you are seeing the best in the world at this particular art form. So it's, for those who love like ballet and contemporary dance, this is a chance to see another style of dance that you may not be as familiar with, but you're going to see it performed at the highest level. The technique of stepping is something I'm always amazed by when I watch the artists on stage.
It sounds amazing. So where can we get our tickets?
You got to go to the theater. You got to check out stepafrica.org. All the links are there. Check out what we're doing. The tickets, there's still some tickets available at the theater in Jacksonville, and I think is going to be, please move. But I want to stress too, bring the families. This is not a show that you have to sit still and be quiet. If you got 5-year-olds that can't stand still, can't sit still, that's okay. We want them. We want them to yell and scream and have a good time. They do not have to be quiet nor sit still at a Step Africa show. We're all there to have some fun.
That sounds so cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. And everyone, remember, you can go to their website, of course, to learn more, and then floridatheater.com. Thanks again, and break a leg out there. Is that what we say still?
Thanks for having us, Jacksonville. I appreciate you for having me on the show.
Of course. Always good to see you, and everyone. And travel safely, of course, because I know, like I said, it's a 50-city tour. And everyone at home, if you would like to see this interview again, just head to First Coast News Plus.